Hey there, this is Sam Flegal, and I'm going to be talking about the painting process for my Kitchen Hoedkin painting. And today we're going to be working on painting the figure. Just in case you don't remember, Hoedkin are house spirits. I'm doing a series of paintings, taking old folklore and bringing it into a modern setting. Those little spirits around the house that help us in our day-to-day lives. Just like in the other parts of the painting, I'm going to start by laying in a layer of linquin in the areas I want to do. You can see I'm referring to the different reference, going back to my sketch, bringing up the photographs I've taken of myself. And then the first thing I'm going to do is start laying in the shadows. This process is going to be consistent throughout. It's so much easier to see what you're doing when you start with the shadows and then work back into the lights. Be it the face, the body, the background, it doesn't really matter. I still use that same practice of laying in those shadows. I'm also trying to do kind of a cool shift in the shadow areas, reflecting some of that cooler blue light that would come from being on a white countertop, taking into account the environment that he's in, being under the yellow kitchen light that would be right above a stove. And mostly just playing around on my palette, which I've pre-mixed with all the various face tones, and just grabbing colors as I go. If you want a better look at what my palette looks like, you can refer to the previous video where I show a pretty detailed view of the palette. Same situation. I may have mixed some different colors, like bringing things into the beard, but a lot of the colors I'm reusing. The browns in the beard could come from the brownies that I painted in the background, and some of those browns that were in the stove. The blues are coming from the shadows in the stove top. And so I'm not changing the palette wildly at any point, at least at this stage. Now at a later stage, I might bring in some shocking colors in order to accent things. But right now, I'm trying to create a homogeneous experience for the viewer, and the easiest way to do that is to use consistent color throughout the painting. Now, once again, there's not a whole lot for me to say moving forward. You're going to see me paint the hat, you're going to see me paint his shirt, the glove, and I'm going to try and lay in the base color throughout. You'll see at certain times I bring the colors from the background and use those in order to clean up my edges and bring things in. But it's all just pushing, pulling paint, having in. I'm trying to use a pretty good amount of paint at this stage, media mixed. I mean, I'm still letting the drawing show through some. But for the most part, this is the stage where you dig in and you lay in those colors. You try and do your best to hit the right color the first time, but you're going to be able to adjust things. So once again, I'm going to leave you with a little bit of music if you want to stay and enjoy the painting process, which I hope that you will. And if you've been following along, you'll see that I'll continue to follow that same formula of laying in the shadows and then coming back to those highlights last and just working through that process as I go through each stage of the painting. You can see my reference over to the side. Those are my feet that are in there and some photos I took. Occasionally I'll access some photos I found online, particularly when I was trying to look at like his red beard. Found a handsome fellow with a red beard, and so kind of based it off of that, just making sure I'm picking up those little beats in the photos and referencing real life, even though I'm doing kind of a cartoony portrait this time around. Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying the painting process so far. We're going to keep going. Enjoy some more music. And that brings us to the end. You can see just the finishing touches on this hand here. Again, following the same format throughout. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you. I also want to tell you about my new website, which is fatefulsigns.com. If you like this painting and want to see more like it, I've got the other Hoedkin over on Fateful Signs, as well as other process things, other pieces, paintings. Just a great place to look around and kind of see what it is that I'm doing. So please check out fatefulsigns.com. I'm Sam Flegal, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.